Hello traders, my name is Tuns and today we'll start and we'll talk about gold. We'll take a look on the price of gold to see if the price of gold could maybe turn to the upside after its strong drop. But first of all, guys, as always, please, here is the risk disclaimer. Please read it. It is important, and maybe if you have maybe more questions, you can also email support. Here you have the email support, and also if you want maybe to hi Aline, how are you? And also please follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of content there as well, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm waiting for maybe comments, messages right below this video, this live session. And also if you want to follow our trades, to get my trades, all my trades, or to have access to all our full services, you can access the link posted right below this video, and you can use this coupon, this code Olympi25 to get a 25% discount. Thank you. Okay, I will close that window, and as I told you, we'll start with gold today. I'm finally in. So gold, very important, as I've told you. We'll take a look here. We'll start with the 4-hour chart, and you can see here that the price is still trapped within this down channel here. Enoch, how are you? And right now the price of gold has found support, demand here at this confluence area, formed at the intersection between the downside line of the down channel with the weekly S1 1729 75. But guys, right now, as long as it stays maybe below this former low 1745.35, as long as it stays below the down channel's resistance, the bias is still bearish. And personally, I believe that only maybe something like a valid breakout, an upside breakout from this pattern could maybe signal an upside reversal. Also, you can see here that I have an ascending pitchfork 1, 2, and 3. The price has increased. It has failed to reach the upper medium line of this minor ascending pitchfork. So a temporary decline towards the medium line was natural, was somehow expected, and right now the price failed to stay above the medium line to be able to jump higher. So this stabilization, valid breakdown here below the medium line of the ascending pitchfork signaled maybe further downside movement. I will delete maybe also this one from here, but let's take a look here as well, because personally I've had also a major ascending pitchfork. And right now, as you can see, the price of gold has registered a valid breakdown here below the 150% Fibonacci line as well, signaling maybe strong sellers, strong selling pressure. And I've told you, as long as it stays below these immediate resistance levels, it could drop deeper anytime. Hello from Tanzania, I'm watching. Yeah, hello David, thank you. Arian, how are you? I'm fine. How are you, man? Tell me current trade of Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Let me take a look. One moment. So right now we don't have something like this. Actually, Aziz posted. Actually, Aziz sent his trade sell limit in Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen in the early morning. So maybe I will take a look also on Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. I will maybe make my own analysis on that pair, and I will share my my analysis on that pair as well. So that is only the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen is only a pending order. So yeah, you have to wait, because the price is located far below that sell limit entry level. But right now, if you're a VIP member, we have the Australian dollar. Actually, we have the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, which runs in profit. My trade US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, or Orlando's trade in profit as well. US dollar Japanese yen in profit, and also euro versus the Japanese yen around break even. So for running trades right now for the VIPs. Yeah, Marinos, I will take a look on US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Thank you. And okay, I'm interested in Forex trading, but I don't know nothing. Could you please help me out? So yeah, if you are maybe a beginner, you can maybe take a look on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos, tutorials. You can learn a lot from our previous live sessions. You can also yeah, you can learn a lot also from our video analysis, market analysis, daily watch lists, maybe trying to understand how we analyze the markets. And also you can visit also our website, because we have lots of materials there as well, educational materials. So yeah, so right now, let's take a look also on the DXY before I will try to answer to your questions. To take a look on the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen, on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So the dollar index is still bullish. It has taken out this static resistance 93.43. So it has resumed its upside movement. Right now it has managed to stay above 93.72 former high, and the next upside target is here at the warning line. So if personally I believe that if the dollar index continues to increase, continues to grow, maybe something like a stabilization above this broken level, a new higher high, or a varied breakout here could signal an upside continuation, and this scenario could force the price of gold to drop in the short term. Yeah. So in the short term, the price of gold has found support, strong demand here at this confluence area. I've told you the channel's downside line with the S1, but as long as it stays below this level 1745.35, it could maybe slip lower. But let's take a look here. If we'll draw something like this, maybe right now it tries to break out above this immediate and minor downtrend line. But yeah, I told you, for me, it is not enough only a breakout here to consider going long here right now in gold, because the pressure is still high as long as it stays below maybe the weekly pivot point 1758.59, below the downtrend line. So personally, maybe I'll still look for new short opportunities in gold. Danish, I have subscribed to your VIP channel, but so much unsatisfied. Why? Or if you are unsatisfied, you can get out. We have 30 days money back guarantee, so you can leave if you don't like our maybe services, signals, actually trades or something. Danish, sell gold around 1742 to, I don't know. This is your opinion. You can do whatever you want. What is this? Yeah, it's gold. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Danish. Thank you. Okay, so this is my opinion here on gold, and I've told you that also after this very breakdown here below the 150% Fibonacci line, the pressure is high, and the price of gold could resume its drop. And personally, I believe that a larger downside movement maybe towards this lower medium line of the minor ascending pitchfork will be activated by a new lower low if the price will drop close below 1729.78. Yeah, so personally, I'll wait for something here in the short term for a sideways movement, for maybe a new lower low, or for false breakouts here above the immediate resistance levels before dropping deeper. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. And please, guys, you can like this video right now. Danish, I don't get my 30 days money back, and I left as well. Yeah, no problem. And if you have maybe more questions, you can email support. They will help you if you want to get out or to get your money back or something. So very important, US dollar versus USD Japanese yen. It has reached this former high 111.65, and right now it drops. So I told you guys in my previous sessions, in the previous weeks, that personally I've had here a descending pitchfork 1, 2, and 3, yeah, and I told you guys that its failure here to approach to reach my medium line of the descending pitchfork, and after this sideways movement, and I told you that staying here around the upper medium line, around the outside sliding parallel line, indicates an imminent upside breakout. And I've told you that technically something like this, when the price fails to reach my medium line and it makes a valid breakout above the upper medium line, it could come back towards this higher high. Yeah, so I've told you in the previous weeks that this scenario could take shape, and yeah, you can see here strong rally after its failure here to make new lower lows, or after its failure here to maybe to reach to retest at least 109.06. Yeah, and right now a temporary decline was natural, was normal after this amazing upside movement. Yeah, and as I've told you earlier, Aziz sent his trade in US dollar versus the Japanese yen, which runs in profit, selling a short position. Yeah, so one moment. Some look on Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, I will take a look on that pair as well. Please guys, be patient because we'll take a look on all markets. So because I don't know what is with this rush, because I've told you that Orlando sent his trade a sell limit in Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen, and the price is located far below that sell limit order. Yeah, one moment, we'll take a look also on our on Ava trade on the real account. So Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen, unfortunately only false breakout with great separation, or actually a false breakout here. And if we'll take a look here on the daily, false breakout with great separation, a pin bar, so false breakout with great separation above the weekly R1, and here on the 4-hour false breakout, and right now the price drops, but yeah, after this it drops right now only because, let's take a look on the Nikkei, only because maybe after this sell-off, strong sell-off here in Nikkei, in the Japanese stock index, yeah, maybe the Japanese yen is still strong in the short term, but here after its failure here to hit the medium line of descending pitchfork, personally maybe I'm still waiting maybe for a new potential drop here in the Nikkei, in the Japanese stock index, which could force maybe the Japanese yen to increase. Maybe this is spam. Face Jelani. And also Danish is spamming. Okay, maybe I will remove you guys. Okay, so let's go back. Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. So right now, let's take a look also here. So Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. This is Aziz's trade, yeah, but the price is located far below it. Here is my trade in US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Let's take a look here. So US dollar versus the Swiss franc is in profit. US dollar versus the Japanese yen in profit as well. US dollar versus the Canadian dollar in profit. Yeah. So so right now the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen is far below that entry. It could maybe come back down, maybe also towards the weekly pivot point after its failure here to stabilize above this R1 weekly R1. Yeah. Satish, euro versus the Canadian dollar. Let's take a look. Personally, I didn't. I will delete all my drawings actually. So I don't like this price action right now. As you can see here, sideways movement. We have something like a range pattern or something here. Yeah, between 1.51 and 1.4606. And maybe here after this new lower low, the currency pair has activated maybe further drop, but personally I don't like, I told you, I don't like this range to trade ranges maybe. But yeah, after this maybe failure to jump above this 1.51 resistance level, after its failure to stay here, maybe a potential drop towards maybe we'll have a potential drop towards this former lows. But personally I don't have something really good right now. I will take a look also on 1 hour, maybe trying to understand better the price action. 1, 2 and 3 here. So drop, stabilization right now below the medium line, and personally I believe that as long as it stays below the medium line of the descending pitchfork, it could drop deeper. Yeah, but we have support levels here, static support levels. That's why personally I will stay away from this pair right now, because I don't have something good. I will draw also an ascending pitchfork here to catch something maybe, and personally I'll wait maybe for a valid breakdown below. If the price will fail to stay above maybe my lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork, it could maybe drop deeper. Yeah, but personally I'll wait on this pair. Yeah. So please guys, I'm waiting for questions, for messages. Euro, US dollar. So euro versus the US dollar, as you already know, I've told you guys, and I've talked in my previous sessions about something like this, or in a video analysis actually, about something like a major head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, maybe something like this. So head and shoulders, the price dropped below the neckline. Yeah, and right now I believe that maybe something like a new lower low here, the price of euro versus the US dollar to close, to stabilize right below 1.1663 could maybe activate and validate a larger downside movement, corrective phase. Part Hi Olympio, can there be a head and shoulders pattern in a 4-hour time frame? On what? In US dollar versus the Canadian dollar? Yeah, I will take a look. Thank you, Part. Thank you. Philippe Wing, what's your thought on GBP versus the Japanese yen? Right now, yeah, that market, the British pound versus the Japanese yen is bearish. But I will take a look on that pair as well. Thank you. So right now here euro versus the US dollar, so was trapped here within this this pattern, this range between 1.1907 1.1663. yeah, and I told you that personally I'm waiting for something for the pair to confirm here its breakdown, yeah, to retest here the broken levels before maybe dropping deeper. Yeah, now I will find that US dollar versus head and shoulders in US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. One moment and 1 minute. In 1 minute we'll talk about the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. But right now, so because invalidate if the breakdown here below 1.1663, if this breakdown will be invalidated, then maybe the pair will rebound, will maybe come back towards at least towards this immediate downtrend line. But technically here, after its failure, guys, to one moment because I will delete all these from here. So after its failure to come back to test, retest, to approach, to reach, to retest the immediate downtrend line, signaled that the sellers are very strong, and something like a valid breakdown here below, a new lower low, stabilization. Also maybe if it will maybe drop and close below 1.1647 S2 weekly S2, we may get a confirmation that the pair will resume its downside movement. Yeah, and I told you that something like a new lower low, valid breakdown here could signal and could activate also a major head and shoulders pattern, reversal pattern. So yeah, this pair could develop a larger downside movement on the medium to the long term. So also here in the short term, the medium line of the descending pitchfork is seen as a potential downside target, maybe reaching this level, making a valid breakdown below it could activate a further drop. Linda, the British pound versus the sterling dollar, head and shoulders on daily time frame. Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well. So US dollar, Canadian dollar on the 4 hour, let's take a look. So I believe that you are talking about maybe this one. One moment. So part, I believe that you're talking maybe about this one, or maybe we have something like pattern here as well. Yeah, so right now, yeah, we may have something here like head and shoulders. Yeah, so this one here like this, maybe head and shoulders, and maybe our neckline we can draw something like this. So but as long as the price stays above this potential neckline here, one moment, we cannot talk about something like this, because personally I wait for yeah, that's right. Okay, so so neckline, so as long as the price stays above this potential neckline, personally I will not talk about something like this, because only something like this, maybe valid breakdown, could activate this pattern, this reversal pattern. But I will keep an eye on this pair, and yeah, if this pattern, major pattern, will be confirmed, then yeah, we can talk about massive drop, large downside movement, corrective phase. But right now in the short term, US dollar versus the Canadian dollar has rebounded, has reached, tested, retested the medium line of my descending pitchfork again, only because guys, the DXY has rallied, has jumped higher. Let's take a look again. And when the dollar index increases, yeah, the dollar could appreciate versus its rivals. And I told you here on the dollar index, on the DXY, that may be something like a consolidation, a stabilization above 93.72, or a value breakout here above the fourth warning line could signal maybe potential further growth, and further growth here in the dollar index could push the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar higher as well. So right now, drop here after this breakdown through the uptrend line. Here only a false breakout here through this confluence area, drop, but unfortunately it has failed to develop a larger downside movement, to approach maybe to reach this potential neckline, because we have all these former lows here, support, something like a support zone, yeah, former lows. And right now the pair is pressuring the medium line of my descending pitchfork. Also we have here former highs, so yeah, something like support zone here. That's why the pair has rebounded, and also because the dollar index has increased. And personally I believe that jumping above the medium line, testing, retesting it, and if the dollar index will jump higher, then maybe this pair could jump higher as well. Yeah, so we'll talk about major head and shoulders pattern maybe only after dropping and stabilizing below this potential neckline, guys. Yeah, but in the short term, the dollar index could slip lower. Yeah, because let's take a look again, dollar index. So after this amazing rally, and after maybe some poor US data, let's take a look also on the economic calendar. So one moment. Yesterday, goods trade balance worse than expected. Also, the CP consumer confidence 109.3, far below 115.2 expected. But the dollar index has managed to stay higher because, as you already know, guys, after that hawkish FOMC, the Federal Reserve, the traders are expecting maybe the Federal Reserve maybe to hike rates maybe next year. So yeah, we have something like risk on sentiment right now into the markets, and maybe later today you should be careful around all these events actually. So Fed Chair Powell speaks, BOG, Kuroda, BOE, Bailey, and ECB Lagarde speeches could maybe shake the markets, could bring a high volatility later today. So you should be careful around Satish. Yeah, I will take a look on Bitcoin as well. Thank you. So you should be careful around these speeches because yeah, we may have high volatility and sharp movements. Also, US pending home sales later today, 1.1% growth expected versus 1.8% drop in the previous session. So yeah, you should keep an eye also on the economic calendar. Also tomorrow, final gross domestic product, unemployment claims, Chicago PMI, also could bring something into the markets. Also these economic data from the UK, from the United Kingdom, important data also from the Eurozone. So you should keep an eye also on the economic calendar because yeah, if you're an intraday trader, a scalper or something, you should keep an eye on the economic calendar because even if the events are not maybe high impact events, the economic indicators could still bring something like volatility in the shorter term. Yeah. So here the dollar index. After this amazing rally, yeah, we cannot exclude a temporary decline if it fails maybe to stabilize above the R2, if it fails maybe to hit the warning line, also if it makes only false breakouts above the R2, above the warning line, and if it comes back and stabilizes below 93.72, it could maybe signal a potential decline towards the 93.43. Yeah, so you should be careful, guys. Bitcoin. Let's take a look on Bitcoin, and as you already know, guys, I told you that the price of Bitcoin could still find support here around the 50% retracement level, 41,127.12. Yeah, and today, guys, the price of Bitcoin has developed here a bullish engulfing, yeah, which is seen as a potential maybe reversal pattern in the short term. It has registered only false breakdowns here below the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork, but unfortunately it has failed here to reach the medium line. Unfortunately it has failed here to come back to retest the immediate downtrend line, so the pressure is still high. Yeah, so personally, maybe I'll wait here for maybe retest for a sideways movement and for a valid breakout above the downtrend line before considering going long on Bitcoin. Yeah, so that's why Myanmar, Euro versus the Japanese Yen, please. Yeah, I will take a look on that market as well. Thank you. One moment, because I have to check some of my trades here. Yeah, we'll take a look on that market as well. Thank you. Because, guys, here in Bitcoin, dropping, stabilizing below the lower medium line, and maybe dropping, stabilizing below 40,904 could really signal a larger downside movement, a larger correction, maybe towards 37,000 psychological level, 36,000 psychological level, 35,000 psychological level. So yeah, the pressure is still high, and personally I'll wait for confirmation here, because this could still be only a distribution before dropping deeper, and I've told you that only a valid breakout above the downtrend line could signal potential growth here in Bitcoin. Euro versus the Japanese Yen. Sell-off as well here after this amazing rally. Yeah, it could retest maybe this upper medium line of the descending pitchfork before maybe resuming its growth, before trying to jump higher. Yeah, thank you. I will take a look on the German stock index on the DAX 30. So personally here I'm looking maybe for new longs, maybe Euro versus the Japanese Yen, maybe after this drop will be ended, after this drop will be over. So personally I've told you that maybe I believe that maybe it will only retest this upper medium line before maybe jumping higher. So yeah, here the price was almost to hit the 150% Fibonacci line, failing to reach it, signaled maybe a potential drop towards the upper medium line. But personally I'll wait for something here. Let's take a look also on 1 hour. And one moment, because I want to invite maybe more members here to join us. Okay, so one moment, because I want to share my message on all groups. Okay, so let's take a look here. If we'll draw something like this, something like a Fibonacci retracement. Right now it has dropped it right below the 23.6, and here I told you around my upper medium line around 38.2. If I have something like maybe a bullish pattern, false breakdown, great separation, something like a consolidation, accumulation here, it could represent a new long opportunity, buying signal maybe here in Euro versus the Japanese Yen. So I will keep an eye on this pair, because yeah, I want to maybe to catch a new leg higher in this on this pair. Still very important here as well. The pair is trapped between 130.56 and 127.93. So it has failed here to approach to reach the 130.56. So only a valid breakout, an upside breakout, valid breakout from this pattern could really announce and signal a strong upward movement. Yeah, something like this, after maybe registering a valid breakout from this range, an upside breakout. Yeah, that's why I'm still looking maybe for new long opportunities. Maybe after this sell-off will be over. Yeah. So DAX 30, thank you. Joshua, can you possibly check US dollar versus the Mexican peso? Yeah, I will take a look on US dollar versus the Mexican peso, and also on the euro versus the British pound. Yeah, thank you. So the German stock index. Now I don't have something right now on this market, because I've told you guys in my previous sessions that DAX 30 is this gonna be a proper trading session or just analyzing? Yeah, if I'll catch something, or if I have an opportunity, if I'll place a trade for myself, yeah, I will also share my trade with you guys. Yeah, so that's why you have to be patient, and because personally I want to take a look on all markets, and if I have something, if I want to open a trade for me, I will also share my trade with you. So yeah, if you want to be here, so please be patient. So I've told you guys that the DAX 30 it has shown some overbought signs, yeah, after this amazing growth. But here in the short term, as long as it stays above this low, above 15,049, the bias is still bullish. Yeah, so personal wait here either for a bullish opportunity pattern around maybe this former low support zone, or I'll wait also for a bullish pattern here around these levels, or for a valid breakdown here, which could confirm a larger downside movement corrective phase. So I'll wait here on DAX 30, because I don't have something really good. It's risky to buy it here right below maybe this below this low 15,463.70, below the weekly pivot point, because it could drop deeper anytime. So I don't have something really good here right now. Also this sideways movement, let me draw something here, let's take a look. But I don't like to use it to use this pitchfork. I want to draw something here. Let's take a look if you can use something like this now. So I'll wait here on DAX 30. Yeah, Quentin Lancaster, hi, how are you, man? So US dollar versus the Mexican peso. Yeah, an amazing rally. Orlando had, I believe, great trade in US dollar versus Mexican peso for the swing trading group, for the swing members. swing trading members. So here, very important, the US dollar versus the Mexican peso has finally jumped above the upper medium line of a major descending pitchfork, as you can see here. Temporary retreat right now, but if it will maybe stabilize above this upper medium line, broken upper medium line, then it could maybe resume its growth. Or if this is only a false breakout and here test, retest, stabilization, maybe it could slip lower, maybe to test, to retest maybe the weekly R1 20.1924. Also we have here this former high. So something like this, something like a temporary decline could help us maybe to catch new upside movements. Yeah. So something like a temporary decline could help us to catch new upside movements, leg higher. Yeah. So, but personally, I want to see the price here to test, retest, to drop a little along the upper medium line before resuming its growth. Yeah. So right now, only false breakout here above the weekly R2, 20.3321. False breakouts. So. Yeah, in the short term, I've told you that if the dollar index will slip lower, then maybe the US dollar will depreciate a little versus its rivals. Philip Wing, I'm looking for British pound versus Japanese yen to drop to 149.8, 149.5 level. What do you think? Let's take a look again. And then we'll talk also about the euro versus the British pound. Thank you. So, flip 149. Where is 149? Yeah. 0.8. $149.5. I told you earlier that I don't have something on the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Something really good. And yeah, the pressure is high on this market after failing here to stabilize above the weekly R1 152.37 after its failure to make a new higher high. So right now it moves somehow sideways here. So yeah, we cannot exclude a potential further drop after this aggressive sell-off below the weekly pivot point. So test, retest could maybe signal potential drop here, but personally I'll stay away from this pair for now. And maybe I'll have something here around this zone, this area, if the price continues to drop. Something like a bullish pattern in this area could bring us something maybe. Let's take a look also on 1 hour. So 1 hour chart here. As I told you, test, retest, stabilization below the weekly pivot point could signal further drop here in the short term. But I don't have something really good on this market right now. So the bias is bearish right now. Let's take a look, something like this. It's failure to stabilize above the medium line of the ascending pitchfork as well. Something like this, maybe. Let's go back to that 1 hour chart. Personally, I would have liked here to see something like this, test, retest, false breakouts, to have a signal or a confirmation that the pair will drop. But unfortunately, it has registered a sharp sell-off. So right now, I'll have to wait for something here. Maybe around this area here, this zone. So drop, test, retest, fold, breakouts, and something like a bullish pattern could bring us a new maybe buying opportunity. Yeah, let's move forward. Let's take a look on US oil, guys. Let's take a look on US oil because I've sent you guys video analysis into the YouTube channel talking about this resistance area, resistance zone, maybe between 76.95, 75.24. It has failed to approach to retest the up channel's resistance, the 76.88, 76.95 resistance levels. The pressure was high here. Unfortunately, it has failed to stabilize above the weekly R1, 75.65, and right now, personally, I've drawn an ascending pitchfork here. It has dropped to retest maybe my medium line of the ascending pitchfork. One moment. So this is my medium line, upper medium line, and here is the lower medium line. And right now, it has printed something like a bullish engulfing here. Yeah, thank you, Philippe, as well. So staying above it, test, retest here, maybe staying above also 74.21. Then maybe the US oil could try to come back higher and to approach to reach all these resistance levels. Yeah, because only something like this dropping here, stabilizing below the medium line, also a new lower low to drop to stabilize also below 73, 72 could maybe signal a strong drop in the short term, maybe at least towards this uptrend line. But right now the bias is still bullish and stabilizing above all these here, above the medium line, maybe coming back above 75.24, jumping, stabilizing above the R1 could signal a potential further growth towards the channel's upside line. Yeah. Yeah, so something like this in US oil, and you can also take a look on our YouTube channel to watch maybe again that video analysis on US oil. I talked about this resistance area, about the potential new leg down in the short term. But for now, the bias is still bullish, and its failure here to approach to reach these levels signaled a temporary decline, but I've told you that as long as it stays above this immediate low, above today's low 73.72, it could maybe still increase. Yeah, and when I have something, maybe something like a consolidation accumulation here, could bring us a new buying opportunity in US oil. Yeah, and what happened to the British pound? Why spiked down? So yeah, we had something actually from the BOE governor, something like a speech yesterday, I believe. He talked about maybe about the interest rates, hiking rates, maybe sooner than expected, and maybe that's why the British pound plunged in the short term, in my opinion, because we didn't had anything else to force the pound to drop. Actually, let's take a look on the GBP US dollar, because here, guys, the British pound versus the US dollar was somehow expected to drop after the dollar index's rally. Yeah, so it has only tested, retested here the warning line of the descending pitchfork. It has printed here false breakouts. It has printed here this bearish engulfing. It has failed to stabilize above the weekly pivot point, so this sell-off was somehow expected after the dollar index's rally. Yeah, and here, very important, so we had this support zone, very important, because the British pound versus the US dollar has moved sideways between 1.3571, 1.4001. Its failure to come back higher, yeah, to come back towards 1.40 1.4 psychological level signaled some pressure, and right now this breakdown below 1.3602, 1.3571 signaled that this pair could resume its sell-off, could drop deeper, at least towards the upper medium line, towards maybe S3. This is not a signal, this is not a trading recommendation, but this is my opinion, this is my analysis here. So dropping below this major and strong support zone, maybe something like this, test retest or something like this, could signal maybe potential further drop. And personally, I would have liked to see something like this for the price to come back to test retest all these broken levels before dropping deeper. But as you can see, the pressure is high. It's located right below the 150% Fibonacci line. It has failed to retest it. It has failed to stabilize above the weekly S2 1.3534. So yeah, here maybe test retest here could signal maybe potential further drop in the British pound versus the US dollar. We talked about this pair as well, US dollar versus the Japanese yen, so maybe only temporary drop, decline after reaching 111.65 resistance, former higher high, and a temporary decline could bring us new buying opportunities here. US dollar versus the Japanese yen, US dollar Canadian dollar. We talked about this one, this market support zone, support area here. So I told you that something like head and shoulders here will be activated only after a potential valid breakdown below this neckline. Yeah. US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Let's talk about this market as well. A temporary decline. Unfortunately, it has failed to develop a strong upwards movement despite the dollar index is rally. But as you already know, my trade for the VIPs, my trade here in US dollar versus the Swiss franc, it runs in profit, is still in profit, and yeah, after this breakout from this pattern, from this triangle, from this flag channel, after its failure to stabilize here below the pivot point, after registering a new higher high, the bias is still bullish here in US dollar versus the Swiss franc. 0.9274 former high here is seen as support right now, former resistance, and in the short term, yeah, we cannot exclude test retest here, something like sideways movement, accumulation, consolidation before jumping higher. Also right now it is still located above the 150% Fibonacci line of the ascending pitchfork. So something like this, something like a consolidation, accumulation here could signal maybe further growth here in US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Let's talk also about the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Sell-off, strong sell-off. I've told you guys maybe in my previous sessions that drop, the price could only come back to test or retest the medium line of the ascending pitchfork, the 0.7080 before dropping deeper. And right now, yeah, the next downside target is here at the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork at the weekly S2. So personal wait for something here, because only false breakdown, great separation for the price to drop below all these to close above it, to test retest, or if the price will confirm this pattern after printing also major and strong bullish candle, then it could maybe turn to the upside, could develop a rebound. Yeah, so I'm waiting for something, but I believe that's a valid breakdown, could signal maybe potential further drop here in New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Yeah, the US dollar is strongly bullish as the dollar index stays high here, and if the dollar index will resume its growth, then yeah, the dollar will resume its appreciation versus its rivals. So I don't have something really good right now. It's risky to sell it right now because it's almost to approach to reach support levels. It's risky to buy it because a valid breakdown could signal further maybe drop here. Let's take a look and let's draw something like this. Okay, I will delete my 150% Fibonacci line because I don't need it here. So drop, test, retest, false breakouts above the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. New lower lows. I've signaled further downside movement, and this is the immediate downside target here, and also the medium line of the descending pitchfork could attract the price as long as it stays within this descending pitchfork. Also here I want to use maybe something like this here after this drop, something like on inside the sliding parallel line. So yeah, the bias is bearish right now in New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, but I don't have something good, really good. Australian dollar, US dollar, guys, sideways movement right now, something like a range pattern maybe here. But the pressure is high after its failure here to retest my upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. Yeah, 0.7220. It's seen as critical, maybe support, obstacle, downside obstacle, and I believe that only something like a very breakdown below it could signal a larger downside movement, and this scenario will take shape if the dollar index will make a very breakout above that fourth warning line. Let's take a look again. So if it will maybe jump, stabilize above the fourth warning line, then it could resume its growth, because let's take a look here. Let's take a look also on the daily chart. So yeah, breakout, aggressive breakout above 93.43, which was seen as a major resistance, static resistance. Right now, maybe if it will maybe close above 93.72, former high, yeah, it could resume its growth, and something like an upside continuation will signal that the dollar could resume its appreciation versus its rivals. So personally, I'm looking here for something, maybe for a new short opportunity, short entry, for a selling opportunity after its failure here to approach to reach the upper medium line, signaling strong pressure. Also after its failure to close here above the weekly R1. So maybe I'm waiting for something here like this in Australian dollar versus the US dollar, and I will come back, guys, to you with my trade. I will share my trade with you guys, and if you want to follow my trades, to copy my trades, it's fine. You will find all my trades, Orlando's trades, Aziz's trades, into the VIP Telegram group. So if you want to get all these trades, yeah, not only the free trades, around, I don't know, maybe around 2 signals trades actually per week. If you want maybe to get around 2 to 4 trades per day, you should become a VIP member. Yeah, accessing the link posted right below this video, and you can use that coupon Olympia25. I've sent that coupon, that code into the YouTube chat as well, so you can use that coupon, that code to get a 25% discount. And don't forget, guys, we have a 30 days money back guarantee. So if you don't want to be part of this team, if you don't want to continue, yeah, you can get out and you will get your money back. Let's talk about silver, guys. If you have maybe more questions, I'm here, I'm still here, and I'm waiting for your questions. So silver is still located here above this support zone. I've talked about this support zone, 21.899, 21.662. It is still located within this ascending pitchfork, test, retest, only false breakouts. It's still located right below this immediate downtrend line, and as you already know from my previous sessions, I've told you guys that maybe something like a very breakout could bring us something, or something like a bullish pattern here. So personally, I'm still waiting for something here because right now I don't have something. It's risky to buy it from here because it could drop towards this zone. It's risky to sell it because, yeah, we have something like a support zone area here. So, but personally, I believe that maybe I will have something like a really good trade here in silver soon. So we talked about the US oil, bullish engulfing on this confluence area. Actually, I forgot to talk about it. So 74.21 and the medium line here, this intersection. So we have a confluence area here, so false breakdown through a confluence area could signal potential growth here. This is not a recommendation or a signal because personally I'm still waiting for confirmation here. Test, retest, sideways movement, accumulation before jumping higher. US oil, yeah, maybe I'll have something on this market as well. New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, sell off right now. So I don't have something here, but yeah, the pair could maybe drop deeper after its failure here, maybe to approach to reach the R1, the weekly R1, 78.39 after it dropped below the weekly pivot point. So in the short term, maybe, yeah, it could still drop because here we can talk about maybe something like double top reversal pattern, and right now this drop below 77.46, 77.43, also below the weekly pivot point, maybe activated this reversal pattern, yeah, in the short term. Let's take a look again on this on the Nikkei. Yeah, it's strange that right now the Nikkei, the Japanese stock index, has increased, has rebounded, and that the Japanese yen is still bullish in the short term. Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. Here as well, after this amazing maybe rally, after its failure to stay above 87.88, guys, maybe we'll have something here. So a potential correction. Something like this, and in the short term, something like this. On the 1 hour, guys. So as long as it stays above 87.62, it could still increase. Yeah, it could still jump higher, and the very breakout here could bring us maybe new long opportunities, but a new lower low here, also dropping below 23.6, could bring us short opportunities. And actually, I believe that I will share my trades, or actually maybe trades, because maybe I will maybe come back with 2 potential trades here in the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen for the VIP members. Hi, China is still avoiding buy silver for industrial use. How low the price could go? I've told you that I will come back to this pair, maybe, because maybe I will I don't know, maybe I will have something like this, like a setup here in the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen as a long position. pending order maybe, and something like this, maybe something like this, like short position in Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. But I will share my trades only with the VIP members, because these guys are paying for my trades, for good trades, for high probability setups. So yeah, I will right after I will end my webinar here, I will share my trades here in the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen with the VIP members. So please join our VIP Telegram group. Please become a VIP member if you want to get my trades. So silver. So silver. How low the price could go. So as long as it stays, I've told you in my previous session, I believe that I told you, and I've talked about something like a potential growth, as long as it stays above 21,899, 21.662. So personally, I'll wait here for something, because a bullish pattern here in this zone, in this area, could bring us maybe new buying opportunities, could bring a new leg higher, a new swing higher, yeah? And only a value breakdown below and through this zone area could maybe signal a larger downside movement technically, yeah, because here we have something like a sideways movement, and only escaping on the downside, escaping from this pattern, from this major range, could activate and signal a larger downside movement. And the bullish pattern here, after escaping from the descending pitchfork body, test retest, only false breakdowns below the upper medium line, something like a bullish pattern here could bring us buying opportunities in silver. But right now, personally, I'll wait. I'll keep an eye on this market. I'll keep an eye also on the dollar index. So 22.102 is seen also as support, downside obstacle. So personally, I'll wait for something here really good in silver. And personally, I believe that maybe I will have something really soon. And don't forget, guys, about the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen, because I will share my trades with you guys, with the VIPs, right after I will end maybe this webinar. So US 100, the Nasdaq, here this breakdown. This time we may have something like valid breakdown here below, or actually this breakdown could be confirmed, validated below this uptrend line. That amazing rally in the dollar index forced the US equities to drop, and here I believe that it has failed here to stabilize below 14,827. So that's why we can think that it could come back to retest these broken levels before maybe dropping deeper, but only maybe I believe drop here. One moment, something like this to drop, to stabilize below it. It could signal a larger downside movement, correction on the Nasdaq. Maybe I'll come back with a trade on Nasdaq as well. Dow Jones Industrial Average, it has plunged, it has retested here the upper medium line of the minor descending pitchfork. I've told you guys here that something like a bullish pattern could bring us rebounds, new swing higher. Please, guys, like this video right now live. Thank you. Will be highly appreciated, and also this will help me into the YouTube algorithm. And here the US 30 has printed a pin bar, false breakdown with great separation below this former low, below the medium line of the major descending pitchfork, and then it has rallied in the short term. So personally, I don't have something really good right now because we are in a neutral zone. Yeah, the Dow Jones, the US 30 has signaled some exhausted buyers overbought, but I believe here that only a new lower low drop stabilization below 33,743 could really activate a larger correction. So right now, as long as this moves sideways, maybe we can still catch maybe new leg higher or something. We'll talk also about Ethereum. So US 500, the S&P 500. Yeah, it has dropped after finding resistance here at the medium line of descending pitchfork, and I believe that something like this, to stay here and to make a valid breakdown here below 43.52.5, below the lower medium line of descending pitchfork, could really activate and signal maybe a larger correction. Yeah. In US 500, so I'll keep an eye on these markets, on US equities, and maybe I'll have something soon, or maybe Orlando will share his trades with the VIP swing trading group. Yeah. So I'm still waiting for your questions, for your messages. If you want me to take a look on a specific market, I'm still here. Ethereum, guys, sideways movement right now, but unfortunately it has dropped it right below the lower medium line of descending pitchfork. It has dropped outside of this pitchfork. Also, the price of Bitcoin is still under pressure, and I believe that if the price of Bitcoin will drop deeper, then the price of Ethereum will slip lower as well. But 2650, former low, lower low, is seen as an important level, critical support, downside obstacle, and I believe that only valid breakdown below it could really signal a strong downside movement here in Ethereum. But right now, as you can see, the price of Ethereum failed here to approach, to retest maybe the downside line of the descending or down channel, and something like sideways movement here like this, followed maybe by a new lower low, and also followed by a valid breakout above the downtrend line. Yeah, could bring us something here soon, maybe in Ethereum. So personally, I don't want to be long right now. I don't want to be short right now. As long as the price of Ethereum moves sideways, it is located maybe at the half of this maybe range, maybe between 31.75.45, 26.50. So I'm waiting for a value breakdown, or for an upside breakout, or for something here in this zone, for signals for bullish patterns, bearish patterns, before considering go or long or short. Dollar index again. Still bullish. And I told you guys, if it will stabilize here above the R2, above 93.72, to make a very breakout above the fourth warning line, yeah, then it will maybe resume its upward movement, its growth, and this scenario could maybe signal that the US dollar will appreciate versus the other major currencies. So personally, I'll still look for longs in the US dollar, yeah. And when I have something, I will come back with my trades. I will share my trades with the VIP members. Euro versus the US dollar. Yeah, we talked about that market, but I will take a look again right now at the end of this this webinar. So I've told you guys that thank you for a question. Darshak, I told you that euro versus US dollar moved sideways. Yeah. Let's take a look also on the daily. Yeah. Because I want to talk again about this maybe pattern, major head and shoulders pattern, something like this, head and shoulders, and something like this. Okay, so this is the neckline. It has failed to stabilize above it to invalidate this breakdown. So right now, if it makes a new lower low here, and also if it drops also below 1.1612, guys, then maybe the pair will develop a larger downside movement. Yeah, because this pattern, one moment, because I want to maybe to measure this this pattern. So maybe around 649 pips pattern, and after this maybe breakdown, so something like this maybe. So if this pattern will be confirmed, validated, then the euro versus the US dollar could develop a larger downside movement, maybe towards 1.1145, below 1.12 psychological level, towards 1.1 maybe. So but I've told you earlier that you should still be careful here around this support zone, support area, because false breakdowns could maybe indicate reversals, rebounds in the short term, but unfortunately it has failed here to come back to approach to reach to retest this downtrend line. So I've told you the S2, the medium line of the descending pitchfork are seen as downside targets in the short term. Okay guys, that's it maybe for today. Maybe Orlando will come back later with his daily edge webinar. Use this code Olympic25 to get a 25% discount after you will access the link posted right below this video to become a VIP member, to have access to all our VIP services, VIP content. Here is the link as well, learn to trade Forex signals. You can visit our website, learn to trade. We have a lot of educational materials. Follow us on Instagram. Also, please guys, like our Instagram content, share our Instagram content, comment. Also, please, we want to build a strong community into the YouTube as well. And also, I'm waiting for your messages right below this video, your feedback. And also, I'm waiting for you to like this video right now, and I'm waiting for your comments, for your feedbacks right below this video. This is the only way we can communicate. Maybe you will take a look on this video as well later. And if you have questions, or if you want me to take a look on a specific market in the upcoming webinar, or if you want me to answer to your questions, yeah, this is the only way we can communicate, guys. Yeah, because as you already know, we don't talk via or through other channels, only through this email support. And also I will try to reply if you will comment right below this this video. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye bye. And I will come back with my my trades in the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen for the VIP members. Only for the VIP members later today. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye bye.